Welcome back to where we dive deep into the world of motorcycles, breaking down the machines that stir our souls, ignite our passions, and keep the spirit of two wheels alive. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a ride with us. Now, let's get into something truly legendary, a name that's been reborn for 2026. This is everything you need to know about the return of the Harley-Davidson XR750. In the world of flat track racing, the Harley-Davidson XR750 is more than just a motorcycle. It's a symbol of dominance. Born in 1970, the XR750 spent decades carving up dirt tracks and rewriting racing history. But after production ceased and the legend faded into the background, fans always wondered, would Harley ever bring it back? It produces around 95 horsepower and 70 lb-ft of torque, a far cry from the original's numbers, but exactly what today's riders expect from a high-performance machine. The frame is a modern take on the original steel tube design, but built from lightweight aluminum and high-strength alloys to keep the weight down. At just under 370 pounds dry, the new XR750 is nimble and aggressive, exactly what you want when backing it into a corner on loose dirt. The geometry is all flat track, long, low, and built to dig into turns with precision. Suspension comes from Showa, with fully adjustable forks up front and a piggyback rear shock that's been custom-tuned for flat track use. This isn't a cruiser. It's a purpose-built machine that just happens to wear the Harley badge. And speaking of design, wow, Harley nailed it. The 2026 XR750 captures the silhouette of the original with a flat seat, high-mounted exhaust, and minimalist bodywork. But it also embraces modern touches like LED lighting, a compact TFT display, and optional quickshifter. The tank is a sculpted beauty, subtly hinting at the XR's heritage with classic Harley lines, while the paint schemes available, especially the orange and black race livery, are pure nostalgia. But here's what really sets this bike apart. Harley-Davidson has not only brought back a piece of its racing history, but they've done it with an eye on the future. This isn't a museum piece. This is a rider's bike, designed for weekend warriors, amateur racers, and hardcore enthusiasts who want something raw and exciting. And it's not limited to just the dirt. That's right, the 2026 XR750 is street legal. It comes with ABS, turn signals, mirrors, and all the essentials to make it roadworthy. But it doesn't feel tamed. You're still riding a beast. It just happens to have a license plate. Riding the XR750 is a visceral experience. Fire it up, and that Revolution Max engine barks to life with a deep, metallic growl. Throttle response is instantaneous, and there's a certain urgency in the way it moves, even at lower speeds. It's the kind of motorcycle that demands your full attention, that challenges you every time you throw a leg over it. On the road, it's surprisingly composed. The stiff chassis and sporty suspension make for sharp handling in corners, and the weight distribution keeps it stable at speed. But take it off the pavement, and it truly comes alive. Whether you're sliding through a dirt oval or carving up a fire road, the XR750 feels like it's right where it belongs. It's not an adventure bike, it's not a dual sport. It's something different, something more focused. A modern flat tracker for the modern rider. Braking is handled by Brembo calipers, with a single large rotor up front and a smaller unit in the rear. It's not about stopping on a dime, it's about modulation, control, and feedback. You want to be able to feather the rear brake while sliding into a turn, and the XR750 delivers. Technology-wise, Harley kept things minimal but smart. You've got selectable ride modes, lean-sensitive ABS, traction control, and a slick launch control system for race starts. But there's no cruise control, no touchscreen infotainment, and definitely no heated grips. This bike isn't about comfort, it's about connection. It's about feeling the bike move beneath you, knowing every twitch and tremble, and mastering the fine art of riding fast and loose. One of the coolest features is the track telemetry mode. When activated, it logs your lap times, lean angles, and braking points, all accessible via Harley's new mobile app. For those looking to improve their riding or just geek out over data, it's a welcome addition. Now let's talk pricing. The 2026 XR750 starts at just under $14,999, which is competitive when you consider what you're getting. A purpose-built performance machine with real racing pedigree. Harley is also offering a factory race kit for those who want to take the bike to the next level, including lightweight wheels, a full race exhaust, and reprogrammed ECU. But even in its stock form, this thing is a monster. Availability will be limited. Harley has confirmed that this is a special production model, with only a few thousand units planned for global distribution in the first year. That exclusivity only adds to the appeal. This isn't a bike you'll see at every corner cafe. So who is the 2026 XR750 really for? It's for riders who want something different. Riders who are tired of the cookie-cutter approach to modern motorcycles. Riders who want a machine with history, soul, and performance in equal measure. It's not for the commuter, and it's not for the touring crowd. This is for the purists, the racers, the dreamers. And yet, it still manages to be a Harley-Davidson through and through. There's something unmistakable about the way it sounds, the way it feels, and the way it carries itself. Yes, it's fast. Yes, it's capable. But more than that, it has presence. It has character. It's the kind of bike that starts conversations, turns heads, and demands respect. In a world increasingly dominated by electric motorcycles and ride-by-wire everything, the XR750 is a blast of analog adrenaline. It's proof that Harley-Davidson still knows how to build a bike that stirs the soul. They didn't just bring back a name, they brought back a feeling. Riding this bike is like stepping into a time machine, but one that's been updated with modern tech and engineering. You feel the lineage. You feel the legacy. But you also feel something new, something aggressive, nimble, and ready to fight. The question a lot of people are asking is, will this be the start of a new chapter for Harley? Are we going to see more bikes like this, focused, stripped down, and aimed at a younger, hungrier audience? If the XR750 is any indication, the future could be very bright. And let's be real for a moment. This is a gamble. Harley could have played it safe. They could have stuck to cruisers and touring bikes. But instead, they reached into their past and pulled out a wild card. And it just might be the boldest move they've made in decades. If you get the chance to throw a leg over the 2026 XR750, do it. Even if it's just a test ride. Because this is one of those bikes that leaves an impression. One of those rare machines that makes you fall in love with motorcycling all over A. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Harley-Davidson XR750, drop a like and leave a comment below. What do you think about Harley bringing back this iconic model? Would you ride one? Are we entering a new era of Harley performance?